So till now, how many classes completed, guys? Like for your batch, how many classes completed? Can someone reply, guys?
I think 26, sir.
No, that is you are from other batch. It's 96 batch I'm talking about.
Sir, 18,
17.
Uh,
This one is 18, sir.
18, right? Okay. I can come to know easily over here. 17, yes. 18 class, right? Okay. So today we'll talk about outbound interface. It's easy. You can easily understand. Outbound interface means the data will go out from Oracle applications. We can extract the data. Like let's say, if I want to find out purchase orders data and need to send it to other department, or any, let's say, GL budgets, forecast budget, long-term planning budget, car budget. Those are all the types, various types of the budgets. To give it to other system, it may be Hyperion or any other third-party system. We need to take out the file from the Oracle applications. So for that, we can use UTL file. UTL stands for here is utility. Utility file it is. Okay. In this UTL file, if you want to generate any file in a, there may be a one directory actually. The same directory only we have to see. The directory we can get it from $v parameter here. This is a data dictionary table. $v parameter. In this like UTL file related, we can see there are so many records here, 320 records, right? What we have to do, where name like UTL file directory. Search with the cap small letter. No, it is not showing. I'll reopen, guys. Output window not shown properly. Okay, so this is the directory. In this directory, wherever the outbound option is there, that we have to take it. You can see here outbound. Take this one. take. Here is the place. We have to connect to application directory here. Here, Control O, which is used to open the directory. Take this. Click on OK. So in this particular place, we need to generate a file. It may be a text file, CSV file, DAT file, whatever the file extension it is. So to generate it, we can use, there is a UTL file dot fopen. Fopen means here file open it is. So this is the one we can use. We are opening a file in a particular directory. So the directory is here, this one only. Okay. And then after that, next file name. File name here is any file name. It may be a dynamic name also. For example, let's say PO details dot text. And mode is here. We are writing a data. That's why it is a W mode. We will have other modes like read mode or and append mode. If already file is there, we have to append it. Read, write, and append, and other even memory also we can give here. Memory. So as a fourth parameter. If you just click on open F4, you will be able to see F open. Just check. Here is a place. Maximum line size, and it is a by default it is null. It is, see, we don't need to pass anything. If you pass value, then it will take it up. And maximum line size we have to mention here, and that it is in binary integer value. Line size. Just little go up. Here is a place. The modes are here is read, write, append. These are all the three options we'll use regularly. And then line size is valid values 1 through 32,767 and null. Null also we can pass. A null value for maximum line size indicates that UTL file should calculate an operating unit specific value at runtime. So I meant to say by default in the operating unit, whatever the value they mentioned, that it will take automatically. And then here is a place. There is a one more. Your directory must be in all underscore directories it is. Not only $v parameter, you can verify over here also. The location parameter may be either a directory string from the UTL file directory, init.ora file parameter, or directory object name. These are all we can take. So instead of that, all underscore directories also we can use. All underscore directories. These are all DBS will take it up, that setting an entry into server side and all. So overall 36 entries are there. You just check what, yeah, this one same like whatever I copied here, there is no variation at all. Okay. So there are two places we have verified. One is $v parameter, other one is all underscore directory. Now we get a clarity saying that we are opening a file in this particular directory with the name and we are writing it. Then we need to write a data. For writing UTL file dot put line. Put line it is. So in this you can see here file name, and these are all not required. Auto flush is boolean true, buffer area, no, not required. Just And after writing a data, we have to close this file. F close. And if there are multiple files, util file dot F close all. So these are all the functions we'll use. Whether it is a function or procedure, also you have to remember, guys. Util file F close. F open is a function or procedure, and F close is a function or procedure. P for procedure, F for function. So these are all we need to understand. Okay. Now I told you as of now about outbound interface. Again, I'm revising, guys. Outbound interface means the data will go out from Oracle applications. Through select statement only, we'll pick it up and we'll put in cursor and we'll extract it. But whatever the data we are generating in this particular directory only, we have to identify, generate. To know the directory name, we have two methods here. One is $v parameter, other one is all directories. And then to open a file, util file.f open, to write a data, util file.put line, and to close it, f close and f close all. While doing all this, there may be certain exceptions here. That exceptions are standard exceptions. Let me see. Go up a little. Yeah, these are all the exceptions, guys. Invalid path, your file location or name was invalid. So whenever you are passing a path, if you give your unknown path, it will throw error saying that it is invalid. Invalid mode means the open mode string was invalid. We have various options like read, write, append. Other than that, if you pass any other, then that will be invalid. Invalid operations means if file does not have a permissions, then it will become a invalid. Like will not be able to open it. And access denied, that's obviously access to the directory object is denied. There are other exceptions also. Invalid file handle, so those are all there, but in this higher version only, these are all the exceptions are there. Okay, now let's proceed with the file generation, guys, quickly. Just 2 minutes, guys. I'll just get that backup file. First of all, to register this procedure into application, so we must have here two parameters. One is error buff, other one is red code. Error buff means it will give error message, and red code means here if you want to terminate your program with the warning status or error status, just go application here. Guys, meantime, if you have any questions, you can ask me. You can unmute and ask me. Is my voice clear to you, first of all? Go to
Yes, sir.
go to view, requests, new request, single request. I'll just find out here. See, if you want to terminate your program with a normal status, red code is equal to 2, it is. Red code is equal to 0. See, red code will have a values here. 0 for normal and 1 for warning and 2 for error. These are all the 3 values. And error buff means it will give error message. Okay. Overall, we can say here, if you want to register any procedure in the application, we must have these 2 parameters. These are all 2 output parameters. And these 2 are the input parameters here. Go down. First of all, we are taking a cursor here. Cursor name is select statement. The select statement is, see, these are all you know already. PO form only. So if we go to application here, go to purchase order. Okay, so here if you have to go to help record history. If you take this PO headers V, go to toad, F4, script here. Go to from class. So these are all the tables. PO vendors for suppliers. Usually we have to use AP suppliers. Still for backward compatibility, the suppliers are tables are still with the PO module. But usually we have to use AP suppliers. And then the rest of the things here, PO headers all, and then AP terms. These are all we can see. You go here. For suppliers we can see into AP suppliers, and then AP supplier sites, AP supplier contacts, and PO agents, PO headers all. By seeing also, you can easily, explain here. And then if you go to Toad here, go to from class, and you can verify all this joins, everything. You have to invest time here. So anyway, I'm telling. Go to that particular Toad. Yeah, so now I'm just replacing guys here. AP suppliers. These are all older version tables. AP supplier sites. You execute this, you will come to know whether it is giving data or not. SQL style tab is having a problem. I don't know. I need to check. Yeah, this is the way we will get a data. Overall, 74,000 records are there. So if you want to restrict it for a particular org ID, we can restrict it, not a problem. But anyway, let it be. Yeah. So now are you okay with this select statement? So can you tell me how many tables we have used in the select statement? It will give you PO details only. Just see the output one. See. So PO number is stored in which table, guys? PO number. Which table, which column? You have to tell.
PO header all.
Okay.
PO header, sir.
Column name.
Segment 1.
Segment 1.
Perfect. How about next column?
Supply.
AP suppliers. Okay.
API suppliers, sir.
Okay.
API supplier sites.
Sites all.
API suppliers.
Supplier contacts.
Perfect.
PO
PO
lines.
lines, sir.
Yes. PO lines all there. UAM.
PO
PO
line.
lines, sir.
Yeah. These are all lines information only. Quantity, UAM, category. Category is different. That is MTL category. So all quantities, received quantities, these are all, it will be stored in this one. Do you know this table name behind this? What is the table name at shipment level, guys?
PO line locations.
Perfect. PO line locations all table. Okay. Then what else pending here? This account accrual account, these are all, it will be into the next level. It is. Go to distributions. This is the next level. So that's stored in a PO distributions all. So overall here we have to combine all this. So I mentioned everything in this. If you go here, it's already, so I'm not developing from scratch. Now first step is over. Cursor it is. Cursor syntax is cursor, cursor name, and select statement. And after that, this utl file.f open. We are opening a file. So that file directory we have to keep here. Directory we already copied somewhere. I'm just closing this tab. This is the directory. Okay. Copy this tab. Keep the directory over here. Now file name means we are passing two parameters, right? So if I pass same parameters again and again, it will override. That is the reason why I am just giving the parameters here. Write mode, and these are all the headings of your columns with the concatenation. And why C delimiter here is C delimiter is here, this one pipe symbol only. Delimiter. Then for loop is required here. This is a syntax of for loop. For variable name in cursor name loop. And to display the number of records, we have to put counter variable, because end of the day, in the output, if they go here, view requests, find and see the output, they need to see the history. History means like history of what we are doing. Okay. So end user may not aware, right? What is the directory and all. So we have to print directory name, and they don't know how many number of retrieved. So count of records, and then what are the parameters we are passing? We don't know. I mean, end user doesn't know. So we need to print parameters as well, and file name also they don't know. Then what else? And which user is submitted? This one. So username and responsibility name, and when it is submitted. So that is sys date, or we can say submission date. Perfect. So these are all we have to print in the application, so that they will come to know whether it is whether the program is successful or not. So first, directory name, how we can print. Which directory name we have to print? The directories, it must be available into $v parameter or DBA directories. And count of records, how we are printing. Count of records we are printing by putting this variable. It's a variable. Counter is a variable. See, it is declared somewhere here. This is that by default it is 0. Then we can keep incrementing that. Okay. Next, parameters. We are passing parameters here. Number from number 2. Then file name. File name we are deriving here dynamic file name in between begin and end. This is the file name. So just simply we are concatenating the parameters and we are calculating from dual. And username. So username, how we can get dynamically is there is a fnd profile dot username. Fnd profile dot value username also we can give fnd profile dot value. See this one. And resp name also same. Value and then username. If I am submitting, it will pick up my name. If you are submitting, it will pick up your name. If I am submitting from order management, then it will show order management. If you are submitting from purchase order, it will pick up purchase order responsibility name. So it's a very good thing it is. These are all fixed. Oracle only provided this feature for us. Resp name it is. Resp name is here. Responsibility name. And submission date, if you want to get it simply, we can use sysdate. Okay, so this is a history we have to provide mainly to make user comfortable. User need to see all this as an output here. Okay, so how we can print all this is where exactly you wanted to print. You are having two options here. One is we can print in output button. Other one is we can print in log button. In these two places, you may use anything. So for that, what you have to do, fnd file dot put line and fnd file dot out button output, and one more also there, that is fnd file dot log it is. These are all we have. It is more or similar to dbms only, dbms file, but the thing is for concurrent program output related, these two buttons we have to use fnd only. dbms it will not work. dbms is for dbms put line is for only to print output into Toad or somewhere or any SQL star plus environment. Functionality is same. Both are for printing output only. And here also UTL file is there, right? UTL file. UTL file is to extract the output in physical file, but FND file is for only to display into view output and view log. There is a difference. Remember, guys. By using UTL file, you can generate a file like this. You can generate file like this. See, the file is generated here, and here also file is generated. But FND file is simply log information like this. We have to display. So I have given you all the information what we are doing. Again, I'll repeat. So it has three parts here. The code has three parts. One part is what it is, the parameters and all. Second part is cursor and its select statement. And third part is what it is, your UTL file handlings, UTL file fopen, UTL file put line, and UTL file fclose. And fourth part is exception part. So this is an exception here. See, exception I already talked about just before. And this output handling and all, we are printing through fnd file.put line, fnd file.output. So these are all copy paste only, and that not that much difficult also. Okay, clear? Fnd profile.value, username and resp name. I'll ask you. Okay, first I'll show you the output, then later I'll ask some questions. So this you have to register into application. Make sure you should not have a spaces or underscores. You can press F5, procedure is created. Procedure, you no need to move to any one of the directory like RDF report or like Unix program or like any other SQL plus. No need to migrate. No need to move it to server. It will take automatically from database. Now go to system administrator. Purchasing. Here, PLSQL store procedure we have to give. And save. Like RDF registration, guys, like I'm not telling you again by opening PPT, all those. It has two parameters. First parameter is what it is. Purchase order number from purchase order number 2. Like RDF token is not enabled because it will follow the order simply. Value set, which is the value set we created last time? Yes, fine. Required parameter. Here also required parameter. If you want to pass default value, you can pass it else. And range also required. Do you remember last class we have discussed about range? It is really required here. And if you want to pass a single value, in the second parameter, there is a segment we have to give. Do you know the syntax right here? Segment, what you have to write? Previous parameter. Dot, there is one keyword we have to use. Do you remember? Can someone reply, please?
Value.
Yeah, value, it must be here, capital letter. Okay. Then attach this program to request group. Security, responsibility, request. Attach this. Save. Purchasing responsibility. Don't feel that I'm going fastly because I have to go fastly only. We already covered all this in RDF reports many times. It is not showing here. Okay. Go to now. If I think we have to go to first system administrator, then security, responsibility defined. We'll go with the purchasing vision operations. Then after that, you can verify the request group. Yeah, this is an all reports and purchasing. We already added, I don't know. All reports, purchasing. Save. I think we added to wrong application earlier, or we could not save it. I'm not sure. Yes, here. Let me see the values. If you execute it, you will come to know. Just simply control enter. I'm passing 501. Then 1000, let's say. Or 600. Fine. View log. Okay, it is saying invalid number. Okay, it is because of some values are not coming. What I will do, I'll restrict it to a particular data. Okay, maybe and pha.argid 204. That is because of here it is fetching more and more data. Now hardly 20,000 records. Okay, you recompile it again, F5. I just added one condition here, simply argid. And then again, rerun this program. Same parameter we have to pass it. So simply 500 to 530 I'll give. Okay. View log. No complete options were requested. Output file size is 329 or something. Click on view output. Yes. So this is the history, guys. Like number of records transferred is counter variable, 37 records transferred. And these two are the parameters. And this is the file name. We submitted through operations user. We got it through, we requested program to submit through a responsibility, that is purchasing responsibility, and this is the sysdate. Okay, now go and verify the file is generated or not. Refresh it, you will come to know. Refresh. Changed. Based on the parameter, we can come to know. See, 501 to 530 it is. If you click on open, yeah, this is the file we generated. So instead of pipe, we can keep comma separated also. That is, you have to modify over here. Delimiter is there, right? Here. If you don't want to pipe symbol, you can keep here comma. F5. Submit this again. Outbound is very easy, guys. You'll feel happy. Only thing is, the only complexity is your statement only. You will have to concentrate on query preparation. The rest same for every program. If I give 10 assignments also, all 10 assignments will have this copy paste, and this also copy paste. No need to change a single dot also here. Fine, verify that. See, can you see here? That's a comma separated. So this is the way like we need to generate the output. It's very simple. Again, I'm saying outbound interface means like we have to generate the file into a particular directory. How we can generate is by using UTL file. For UTL file, we have to give some parameters. One is file directory where you want to generate the file. What is the file name? And then mode here. And then history also we have to maintain, through which user you submitted, through which responsibility you submitted, and when you submitted this program. And there are certain exceptions, invalid path, mode, sequence you have to remember, guys. So some exceptions, they're not taking into consideration in higher version, but that's okay. You can tell all this. Overall, I'll just ask you some questions. Anyone can answer, okay? Just like I just wanted to remind you, you will get the questions like this, okay? So how to print username dynamically, guys? How to get username dynamically? By using fnd profile dot, what should I use?
Value.
Value user.
Value. You can unmute, okay, till just 2 more minutes. Simply we'll close it off. Username. And for responsibility, what do you have to do?
Ref name.
Yes.
Okay, done. Okay. To register any PLSQL concurrent program, what are the mandatory parameters?
Red code.
Red code error buff.
Perfect. Error buff and red code. And we should not change the sequence, okay? And red code will have a values here.
0, 1, 2.
0, 1
Yeah, you have to expand also, like 0, 1 is for normal,
normal.
1 is
1
normal,
is spawn.
2 is
2 is error.
2 for error. Okay, and how to register PLSQL concurrent program? What are the steps we have to follow? We don't need to move it to server. So straight away you can go to one responsibility, that is system administrator. Then program, executable, and here one method we have to take. What is that method name? This you have to take.
PLSQL stored
Procedure. If I ask you how to register a PLSQL concurrent program, initially we have to executable, we have to create a concurrent program attached to request group, and then submit from responsibility. Okay, that's it. And UTL file, we are using few things. What is that? UTL file dot F open. F open means here file open.
File open.
It has 3 arguments. What are they? 4 arguments actually, but 3 is enough.
Append, read, write.
File name,
File,
file directory, sorry.
file name and mode.
Oh, no. And one more also, that is line size, right? So what is the maximum size for line size? Some 32,000 something. Okay. Next, ETL file dot f close, file close. And some exceptions I mentioned. What are the standard exceptions for ETL? Invalid path, right? One more is
Path.
invalid mode, right? Invalid file head, invalid path.
Invalid operation.
Yes, correct. One more is read error, internal error. I feel we discussed everything. Anything with it? Okay, how to find out a directory name? Where I can identify the directory name?
V dollar parameter.
Read parameter. And one more, the
All
all.
directories.
All direct.
Okay. So what you have to do, guys, after 20 minutes, I'll share the video. Please finish this. Okay. Don't feel that I know everything because I understood very nice in the class. No, practice is required. Okay. Thank you, guys. Any more questions? I'm closing the session.
So what is the difference between outbound interface and inbound interface?
Inbound interface, the data will get inside into Oracle applications from third party. Outbound means the data will go out from Oracle. That's the difference.
This is the main difference in between both.
Yes, main difference. But in case of inbound, like we'll use web services, SQL loader, UTL file, those are all external tables to load the data. The main difference is that only. Inbound means we'll load the data, outbound means we'll extract the data.
Okay. In outbound interface only we use execution PLSQL stored procedure only.
Package also we can take.
Package. Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Guys, any more doubts? Okay, I'm closing the session now.